guys, thanks for watching and welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is on this prom makeup look right here. It's super fun. We've got fierce fluffy lashes, we got sharp liner, we've got a ton of highlight if you cannot already tell. But the best part about it is that it is drugstore. So if you are a high school student going to prom, balling on a budget, and you are interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in. This first step with the tape is totally optional, depending if you don't want a sharp line or you do, or if you don't want to go in with a makeup remover wipe later, but I don't want to do that. I'm taking the short route and I'm using the tape, and then I'm priming my eyelids with the Tarte Concealer. This is because, well, it's all covered up now, but if you notice, I did have kind of like light blue veins on my eyelid, and I definitely would want that concealed for prom. But now I'm jumping into setting that eyelid with the skin tone shade out of this Makeup Revolution palette. You guys, this palette is so good. It was like $7. I'll have everything that I use linked down below, but this is probably my new everyday palette. I was like so impressed with this. But anyway, I'm picking up that warm brown shade, and I'm just working that into my crease from outer corner to inner corner, and I'm bringing it up a little higher than I normally would, just to kind of have that cat eye effect. And now I'm dipping into this dark brown, and I'm placing that on my outer corner, and I am going to keep a majority of this shade on my outer corner. I'm switching up technique here from my last tutorial where I had all of the darkness in my crease, but now I want it on that outer corner. This is going to help elongate our eyes and bring some more dimension to our crease and outer corner all together, really nicely tied in. But now I'm going back into that first warm brown shade and just kind of buffing out that dark brown to make sure there's no harsh lines. And I'm picking up this really pretty shimmer shade, and I'm putting that on my whole inner third of the lid and crease. I'm putting shimmers in my crease. Yes, girl, you heard me. That's normally not what I do, but I did want a light shimmer in the crease just to switch something up and try something new, and then I went back in and just applied some more of that shade with my finger onto my lid to intensify it a little more. And then I picked up this shade and I am doing the same exact technique, so a little bit of brushing the shimmer in my crease and then lid with my finger. And then I'm just going to dip back into that dark brown shade and place a little bit more of it on my outer corner just to intensify that a smidgen, as well as blend my middle shade with that dark brown. And then you just want to go back in one more time and just make sure that everything is super nicely blended. And now I'm picking up this shade to do my inner corner as well as my brow bone highlight, but I will warn you guys, I'm going back in with something else later, just because with eyeliner and concealer and baking, the inner corner highlight does get lost, so that step is optional for right now. But anyway, like I said, I'm doing eyeliner. Another really nice thing about the tape is that your eyeliner will be even as long as you put the tape on evenly, so this is kind of like a little makeup hack for you guys, but I love to do my eyeliner this way. I know I mentioned in my eyeliner tutorial that this is the only other way that I do eyeliner besides in that eyeliner tutorial, so there's that for you. But anyway, moving on to my face, I'm priming it with a NYX Photo Loving Primer. I also make sure I prime my neck because I will be putting foundation on my neck. And now I'm just using a pore filler to go ahead and fill in any pores that I have. So I pretty much for prom, well, for this tutorial, I put it like almost all over my face just because you really want that velvety smooth finish. But now that my face is primed, I'm using my fave Maybelline Fit Me Foundation and these bronzy drops from Hard Candy, which again will be linked down below. Actually, I don't know if I've even said that yet, but I mixed those all together and my foundation had the most beautiful finish. As you can see, it's like a really, really dewy finish, which is absolutely my favorite kind of finish for a foundation, so I was really happy with how it turned out. But now I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my face. I'm using the NYX HD Concealer. I don't know, I keep coming back to this one. I don't like to do my under eye with the Tarte one anymore. It like creases really easy right underneath my inner corner, so I don't know, I'm skipping that for now. I'm using that to prime my lids and clean up my brows mainly. But I'm going into my Lorac Pro palette and I'm kind of just doing a nice light nose contour right now, which will be touched up later. I just like to kind of get that in while I do my nose concealer, that stripe down my nose, as well as my under eye, because I do bring that concealer up onto my nose as well, onto the sides of my nose. But basically that's what I'm doing, and then I'm going back in to contour the rest of my face. So I'll be doing my cheekbones, my jawline, my temples, under my lips, my chin, just kind of the whole shebang, because this is a special event and it's totally okay for you to get away with doing a cream contour for a special event. With my brush, I like to go in circular motions as well as just kind of real light swipes. But after my brush, I'm going to go back in with my blender, my sponge, and just kind of pounce over everything to make sure that there's no harsh lines, and if I did disrupt any foundation, it's fixed. But there, you guys just saw me go back over my nose contour again real lightly. And now I'm going to bake my face. I showed you guys that Ulta powder because that is totally a dupe, but for some reason my skin has been super funky and dry recently, so I just went ahead and used the Laura Mercier setting powder. So I put that option in for you guys. Totally, I think that's the only thing that wasn't drugstore, but that's what I ended up using. And now I'm just going to be setting my cream contour with a powder contour. So for this, I'm using the NYC Sunny Bronzer. This stuff is so good. I believe you can buy it at Target, but again, it'll be linked down below. And then once that's set, I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is so pretty. It's like the glowiest, healthiest looking bronzer I've ever seen in my life. Hard Candy does not sleep on their bronzers. Make sure you guys go check them out because they're so good. But anyway, once I get the bronzy contour stuff done on my face, I'm going to go ahead and bake my right underneath my contour just to really make sure that it's clean and sharp. And I'm going to go ahead and set my forehead and let it sit. And then after about 5 minutes or so, I'm wiping off my under eye powder, and then we're going to finish my lower lash line. So I'm picking up that dark brown shade that we used on our outer corner, and I'm running that the whole length of my lower lash line, and pretty much the only other shade I'm going to be blending it out with, oh my goodness, I can't talk, is that warm brown shade that we used first in our crease. And that's really all I'm doing, is just going back and forth between those two colors. So these last steps I think are really crucial. You want to tight line as well as waterline your lash line. That sounded weird, but put black eyeliner in your tight line and your waterline. It's really going to sharpen up this look. And then just go ahead and add some mascara to your top and bottom lashes. And then false lashes are optional, but I definitely would be rocking them for prom. So these are like my new favorites. They're from ARDELL, so click the link in my description box. They're so good. Make sure you guys definitely check them out. They're like faux mink lashes, and can you just look at how dramatic they are. But anyway, once the eyes are done, I wipe off my bake powder, and I'm going in with this gorgeous corally pinky Milani blush, and I'm pretty much patting that onto the apples of my cheeks and swiping it onto like the higher points of my cheeks. And then this highlighter, are you kidding me? This is my first time ever trying this Makeup Revolution brand, and I'm so impressed. The palette was amazing, and this highlighter is to die for. But I'm highlighting my whole face, and I'll also be doing my shoulders and my cupid's bow, not my cupid's bow, my shoulders and my collarbones. That's what I meant. But I'm highlighting everything on my face: nose, cupid's bow, chin, cheekbones. I'm gonna go in and do my inner corner and my brow bone. But yeah, this is like the best highlighter I've ever experienced. So now I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup with the NYX Dewy Finishing Setting Spray. This is my favorite. And then I'm just going to lightly pounce over my cheekbone highlight as well as what's above my brow, just to make it kind of sink into my skin and make it look like it's coming from my skin rather than sitting on my skin. As you can see, it doesn't take away the intensity. It just makes it look less powdery, which is great. So like I said, I am highlighting my body. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off the look with lips. I chose a pinky nude combination, so I'm using a berry pink lip liner. This is from Jordana, and then the NYX gloss is in the shade Madeline, and that is pretty much the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know if this is something that you would wear to your prom, or if you'd like to see something a little bit more natural. We still have some time before prom, so if you want to see something else, let me know. But that's pretty much all I have. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!